G'day gamers, Ranger Tony here with a first look at SOLASTA, Crown of the Magister. I've done the demo of this on stream before, and I've been really looking out for this to come out. It's come out in early access. I have been probably more excited about this than I was about Baldur's Gate 3. And the reason is I feel this has an even better implementation of the D&D 5e rules than Baldur's Gate does. Part of that is due to the fact that you start an entire party of characters from level 1 yourself. It's not obvious, but there are some changes with the character creation rules in Baldur's Gate 3 because, not necessarily for your... Well, they have to do it for all of the classes, but basically some of the classes like Fighter, for example, should be picking their archetype at level 1, not at level 3. And things like that. There's a few little changes there that need to be done. But the reason they don't do that is because you get NPC companions, and they didn't want to hard code those companions into one particular path. They want to let you choose that for the companions, so they had to push that back. I can understand that, but this looks really good. It looks like it's implementing some features from the 5th edition rules that aren't in Baldur's Gate 3 as well. Baldur's Gate 3 is good in the way it handles three-dimensionality in the game, so that you can climb up and down and have multiple levels. I believe SOLASTA does it better. So we're going to jump on in. They give you 6 characters to begin with, basically one of every class that's available. And I don't really have a problem with it. They do look fairly good. I don't know about the roles that they've got. You know, there is a halfling rogue who has a spy background, a hill dwarf lawkeeper paladin. That's just really nice. A half-elf fighter, a human low-life ranger. I'm not sure I like the low-life option, but there's different backgrounds than what there is in Baldur's Gate 3. So you got to take that. You can't pick, for example, artisan like I normally do, or what was the other one that was... I can't think. Oh, folk hero. You can't pick some of those. You have a half-elf wizard and a human cleric. And I will admit, I did go in and start through the tutorial a little bit with this, just to make sure that the game is running properly on my setup. But what I think I want to do is create some new characters. Like, I have to create Ranger Tony. Like, that's just a given. Now, I've had this thing for a while about wanting to create a Dwarven Ranger. And I know, like, without a doubt, where is it? There. A Sylvan Elf Ranger is going to be the better Ranger that you can get. They have the higher movement. They're going to have the better dex, better wisdom. They have proficiency with survival and athletics, advantage on survival when hunting. I mean, without a doubt, Sylvan Elf for a Ranger, hands down, best option in the game. Just forget about it. But I also want to see what I can do with a human. I started looking at the Hill Dwarf. The one thing I haven't got to yet. So let's just pick Ranger. I just want to bump my way through. I might pick... Let's do Aristocrat just for something different. And we'll go Lawful Good. And then I've got to do a couple of these, don't I? Lawful, Altruism, Kindness, Authority. That'll do. So with the rolling, you can get some good rolls if you want to sit there and play with it enough. And you get some really bad rolls too. That I like. So, Dex. And then we'll go like... actually, we need to go like that. That. And that. Alright. I'm... That's right. This is not going to be the final build. Don't worry. I'm doing all this quickly because I want to get to the look. I know, it's crazy. I really shouldn't care about it. I get 3 classes. Insight. 3 skills, I mean. Why can't I pick... oh, there we go. Insight, Investigation, Perception. And I can pick one more language. Well, there's not much sense picking Dwarvish, Elvish, or Halfling because I can get companions that'll have those languages. So let's pick that. Oh, and I can get others. Let's do Giant and Goblin. Okay, so... Oh, there's only 2 options. There's the comically bad full beard or that. Okay. I'm not happy with that beard, and I'm really not happy with that. So I might actually do a Dwarven Ranger. I'm still calling Tony, but I could go and recreate the Halfling Ranger Toby. Yeah, let's do that. Let's create a Halfling Ranger Toby again. So, Ranger. So let's have a look at the Ranger then. So this is one feature that I really like that they don't have in Baldur's Gate 3, showing you what sort of features you get at higher levels. So at first level, we get Strength and Dexterity saving throw proficiencies, same as BG3. I'm going to try not to talk too much about Baldur's Gate 3, I guess, but light, medium, armor and shields, yep, that's good. Simple weapons, martial weapons, great. You can choose any 3 skills from animal handling, athletics, insight, investigation, nature, perception, survival, and stealth. Great. Favorite enemy. I don't know that I want beast. I want something a bit more than that. So I think I'm going to go giant. What it doesn't seem to have, I don't know where things like goblins and orcs and stuff like that go. They're not beasts because beasts are non-humanoid creatures, right? It's aberrations are utterly alien beings, so I wouldn't call them aberrations. They're not fae. They're certainly not fiends, but they're not listed under giant. It just says ogres and trolls as well as the other giants. Monstrosities, frightening creatures that are not ordinary nor truly natural and almost never benign. Some are the results of magical experimentation, others are the product of terrible curses, blah, blah, blah. And it's basically a catch-all. So I think they'll go in there. But what I'm going to pick is giant instead. And our traveling area... Yeah, I'm going to pick forest in this case. If I was doing a dwarf, I might do mountains instead. But I think I'll stick with forest. Oh, no, hang on. Halfling. Yeah, no, we'll do forest. Okay. The equipment that he's getting. So we can pick leather or scale mail armor. I definitely want the scale mail to give us the... But that gives me a disadvantage on stealth. Maybe we'll pick leather to begin with. I'm happy enough with 2 short swords. I was thinking about taking 2 hand axes, but they're not finessable. And then we get a longbow with 20 arrows. I don't want a short bow. I want the extra damage of a longbow. And there actually doesn't... I don't think there's any real difference between the Dungeoneer's pack and the Explorer's pack. So the Dungeoneer's pack is a backpack, 10 torches, ration pouch, potion healing, and antitoxin. And that's a backpack, 5 torches, ration pouch, and a healing remedy. I think I want the Dungeoneer's pack. So we'll validate that. So let's... But we didn't see what was at higher levels. Oh, and sorry, there's Ranger archetypes, which you haven't picked yet. So... at level 3, I think we have to pick these now, right? I'm not sure, but Choose one of the following properties: Colossus Sayer, Giant Killer, or Horde Breaker if we go down the Hunter. If we go down the Marksman, we get additional proficiencies with Herbalism Kit or Poisonous Kit, but we also get a reaction shot. When a visible opponent 2 cells or more from you attacks with a ranged weapon or a spell, you can use your reaction to take a shot after the trigger attack. And then the Shadow Tamer. Tunnel Vision. When in dim light or darkness, you gain advantage on dexterity saving throws, and when attacking a creature with sensitivity or hypersensitivity to light with a weapon, you add your proficiency bonus to hit and damage. That feels like it has a very specific use. Actually, there is descriptions as well. So Hunters, emulating the Hunter archetype means accepting your place as a bulwark between civilization and the terrors of wilderness. As you walk the Hunter's path, you learn specialized techniques for hunting the threats you face. The Marksmen are experts with a bow, inheriting techniques developed by the elite High Elven troops of the Manacalm Empire. They are among the deadliest ranged combatants on SOLASTA. And then finally, Shadow Tamers are used to wandering the desolate lands between the marches. They know the lore and languages of darkness and the hazards and customs of those dreadful caves inhabited by monsters. I definitely want to go Marksman, so I'm going to select that. I don't think it matters yet, but that's what I'm selecting. Let's go next. All of these, they just give you a little bit of stuff. So, and then they help with choosing these personality flags. For a ranger, I sort of feel they said low life. I suppose it gives you sleight of hand, which can be useful if there's not going to be a thief in the party. Sellsword gives you access to athletics and intimidation, and also gives you proficiency with medium armor, which we already have. We get a military campaign ribbon and 10 gold pieces. The spy, proficiency in stealth and deception, nature and poisonous kits, 2 additional languages, some gold pieces and a poisoner kit. I don't really, I got poisons in Baldur's Gate 3 and rarely ever used them. Philosophers, proficiency in medicine and persuasion. Actually, you know what? I'm going to choose that. Purely because the medicine sort of fits in a little bit to a ranger living out on the outskirts of civilization, having to heal himself. Okay, so I think I'm going to stick with mostly lawful good. And we're going to speak formally, not casually. All right, and then we have to pick 2 of these flags here and 2 of these here. So I like altruism and kindness, and we've already got them there, so we could double up on those, or we could also add lawfulness and authority. I think I'm going to double up just to see how it goes. Right. And now we have multiple ways of building the character. We can use dice rolls, or we can use the point buy system like we could in Baldur's Gate. I prefer the dice roll, but then there's also the standard array where you get 15, 14, 13, 12, 10 and 8. I want to re-roll. I want to get some higher rolls if possible. Oh, that was a terrible one. 17, 14, 14. No, I want... Now that's... the 7's not that great, though. I'm not going to sit here for too long doing this. But I think I can work with that. So there's no restrictions here, so I can get my dex to 18. It doesn't... there's not a problem with that. We also need wisdom, and I want constitution. And then we're going to go strength, charisma, and intelligence. And that might not be the optimum, but I like that setup. So we've got some health, a little bit of strength, but we're basically going to be using finesse weapons and bows. Our wisdom score is not great for a ranger, but it's acceptable. I mean, I could... No, I can't swap those two because, quite frankly, that's a 14 with +1 added to it anyway. I could have put this over here, which was a 16 in my wisdom, and that would have just let my dex be 16 from the +2, but I like the 18 there, so I'm going to go with that. Now we have to pick some proficiencies, so this is showing our save throws. We can't pick anything there, that's fine. We need to pick some skills. Athletics and stealth might be useful, but I think the stealth and sleight of hand, we've already got good points in that due to our dexterity. I like the investigation stuff, so let's get a point into that. I like perception, because that helps me find things. Now, what does survival do? Follow tracks, hunt game, guide your group through frozen wastelands, identify signs that owlbears live nearby. That's some very specific options. Predict the weather or avoid quicksand and other natural hazards. Well, what happens if there's no owlbears nearby, but there's... I don't know. Trying to think of another. I don't know, tatzelworm or something. Normally I'd pick insight because it helps with talking to people, but I think I'm going to take survival. And then we get to pick 2 background languages. Now, as I said, picking Dwarvish and Elvish is not really a good option because you're going to have companions. I can make, you know, a Dwarvish companion, an Elvish companion, and they'll have those for free. So I've got giants as one of my favorite enemies. I'm definitely going to take that. Let's take Orcish. Actually, you know, I don't hate that. I don't like the hair color on black though, so we'll change that. There's not really that many options for hair either. They need to change these a little bit. I'll take that. Skin tones I'm fine with. Face is okay. So this is going to be Toby. Let's randomly generate a family name. No. Yeah, sure. Toby Wetfoot. Eye color is fine.
Too easy.
Yep, that's an okay voice. And I think we're done. So there's Toby Wetfoot, our level 1 ranger. So what do I want in my party? I want a ranger, of course. A cleric and a wizard would be good. And then I can't decide whether to go and get a rogue or to get a fighter. I want to try out rogues a little bit. I didn't like them in Baldur's Gate when you had Aristison or whatever his name was, Art, I call him. But I don't know it's because of the way they built BG3 or whether it's just I wasn't using him right. What I did notice, if we go to new character and have a look, let's just pick, well, we'll pick Halfling again. When we look at the rogue, here in the sneak attack, it says 1d6 extra damage, plus 1d6 every 2 levels, to one creature you hit with advantage using a finesse or ranged weapon once per turn. No need for advantage if an active ally is next to the target. I'm positive in BG3 I was attacking opponents that were next to one of my companions and I wasn't getting sneak attack. That's the reason I didn't like the rogues in BG3. I couldn't get sneak attacks to go off. It's like, what do I have to do to get advantage? You know? I just really want to see what I can do with the fighters as well, though. Like, there's lots of things I want to try out. I'd love to try, because one of the things that you can do with a fighter, let's pick a Sylvan Elf for this. So, at level 1, you pick these archetypes. You've got a Spellblade, which is the Eldritch Knight type of thing. That gives you spellcasting at level 3 and your weapon is counted as magical. There's the Mountaineer, where you're designed to be using a shield. So you get extra advantage from a shield and you gain extra AC when you have a wall next to you. Not diagonal, but on one of your, behind you, either side of you type of thing. Or there's the Champion, and the Champion only really gets extra criticals. That's it. But if we look at, we also get a fighting style that we have to pick at level 1 as well. I can't remember where that is. Oh, it's down here, fighting style. So let's have a look. I'm going to assume I'm going to pick Champion, because I'm not going to be using a shield. I want to edit this equipment because I want... See, this can give... I can do this. I can go leather armor, which also gives me a longbow and 20 arrows. And then I can take... And yes, it's super cliche, but the only sort of sword-like weapon apart from short swords, which... I suppose they do the same amount of damage, but they do piercing damage, and I don't want. I want to do slashing. So we'll take scimitars. Maybe we'll have to take the hand axes as well. Why did that put one of the hand axes in my hand? I don't know. Anyway, excuse me. I'm going to stick with the Dungeoneers pack. Now, definitely going to take Sellsword there. And we'll stick with Chaotic Good. I don't have a problem with that. Authority, Kindness, Altruism, Kindness. Ooh, that is a ridiculously good roll. Put, say, that there, and that there. Right. And then we have a fighting style. With the archery fighting style, we get a +2 bonus to attack rolls with that weapon, which isn't huge, but it's something that I could try out. The other option would be to go for a 2-weapon fighting fighter, which I do want to do. Or I think this is the other one that I really wanted to try in Baldur's Gate as well, was the Great Weapon Fighting for Lae'zel. That just means that there's less chance you're going to roll low numbers for damage on that one. I don't know if I want to create this basically an archery fighter who, backup is dual scimitars. I just don't know. let's create one. You get 2 class skills. So we're going to take acrobatics. Animal handling, maybe. And maybe Terran as the background language, which is from the plains. Sure. Let's just roll. Wow, there's not a huge pool of names there. Das Whiteleaf. Oh, I didn't realise there was a physique. I should have upped the physique of my halfling a little bit.
If it doesn't kill you. Bleed!
Bleed.
Well done!
Yeah, it doesn't seem quite right for the elf, but I might go that hair, and this is not elvish hair. I mean, that colour, that black, just wasn't doing it for me. I think more that. So let's create him. So there's our new fighter. So I'm thinking what I might do is Toby and the fighter with the wizard and the cleric. It's a life cleric. Do I want life or do I want one of the others? Let's just see what the clerics... Just pick human. Actually, we'll pick dwarf for the moment for a cleric. So the domain... There's actually a lot of domains here. I think life probably is a good one because that's going to have a lot of abilities to heal, and that's, I think, our best option. But you've got battle clerics as well. You know, 3 different elemental clerics, a sun cleric. There's lots of options there for clerics. I think we'll stick with what we've got. So let's dive on in. Let's create a new adventure. We'll start with Toby. And then we'll add Das. And then we'll add Tanya, the cleric. And Nalia, I think that is. Nyla. I don't know. And let's jump on in. Let's start. So, what I've seen is this game has different coloured dice for different situations, which is interesting. It's part of the config that you can set up. But it's, as it's saying there, when you're rolling an ability or attack with advantage, it rolls 2 die and the better roll is used. And it actually shows the 2 different dice as different colours so that you can actually see whether your advantage came from the original dice or the extra one. It's a time of political tension between the Principality of Marsgarth and its neighbours. The Legacy Council stands as a neutral organisation with representatives from all of the Eastern Kingdoms. It has issued a call for hired adventurers to bolster its efforts to explore the perilous Badlands. A valiant group gathers at the Graveyard's Cask Inn, ready to take up the challenge.
This beer tastes like donkey piss. Not that I'm complaining.
Hope I'm not too late. Ran into a bit of trouble on the way here.
Sit, relax. Perhaps you'd enjoy a pint of this obnoxious ale.
You're not too late, friend. We're all here for the same reason. Grab a chair.
Another round, barkeeper. 4 of your finest flagons of donkey piss, please.
Looks like you've been waiting here a while.
Indeed. You mentioned something about some trouble. Would you care to elaborate?
Well, I was making my way here when 3 bandits leapt from the bushes with crossbows. They dragged me off to some decrepit prison and tossed me in a filthy cell that smelled of rat piss. Don't know what was holding the place up.
So this is the start of our little tutorial. Actually, I haven't worked out if my camera's in the right position. No, it's not. Let me just move that. Let's move it up to there. Let's see if that's any better. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully, that will be good. So, yeah, we have to get out of here. Basic movement, yeah, understood. Rotating, there's my count, what's the name? I can rotate, but I prefer to use the keys to do it. I can explore around the area. Very good. I don't have any of my equipment at the moment because it was obviously all taken from me. So we have a journal with a quest log. I believe that's J. Gives us our conversations. Find a way out of the barrow. There's the beastery. It's a terrible word. There's factions. That must be. I must keep an eye on that and go through that at some point. And we're going through, and it's telling us all the stuff that's basically in the tutorials. That's great. Okay. We can fit through this door here, so let's do that. Was there anything to pick up around here? No. I thought there was. I thought I missed something. Maybe it's over there. So, see, you've got this. So there's a little hole that I can go through there. So if I click down that little down arrow, it actually makes me crawl. And there's similarly, if you're going to jump up over things, there is similar up arrows that tell you where you can jump up over things. So there is a torch, and I love the fact, unlike Baldur's Gate 3, that torch is lit straight away. That's really nice. I can't go through that door. I think it's probably blocked with rubble. And I can't get in through there. So my only option is to come over this way. Okay, so it's telling me about the interactive elements here. If I click that, I can push it out of the way. And then I can crawl through the hole. Okay. So there's a chest up over here. I can climb up to here. And then with this little up arrow, I'm going to climb up to there. Now it's telling me now about jumping. Apparently, if you have the right skills, you can make that jump. But if you don't, there is another way to get over to this chest. We'll see that in a minute. So there's a healing potion. Is that just a normal potion of healing? 2d4 plus 2. A little disappointed that the frames drop so much in here as well as everything else, but the frames come back reasonably okay. It's not the best frames. I've already actually dropped the frames down, the graphics quality. At least I think I have. Let me just double check. Hopefully it kept the settings. Yes, I went to custom quality and turned a lot of things off, but maybe it wasn't enough. Anyway, we'll see. I've got it set at the target of 30 frames a second frame rate, so hopefully I am considering upgrading my graphics card, don't worry. So we'll jump across over to here. So if you couldn't make the jump from, where was it, there to there, because you didn't have the necessary athletics ability, what you could have done is just go over this way, So we're going to climb up. Where is the little indicator? There should be a little indicator just there. So that'll work. Okay, so then we come over to here. We push on that. Walk across. And then from there, you can push that block out and go and get the chest if you couldn't get it any other way. I'm not going to bother doing that though. Now, you've got these guys down in here. So, simple solution. Push on the wall, squish the guys into completely unrecognisable goo. You can't even see their bodies there anymore. And then there's a chest which has all of our gear in it. I don't know why it picks...
Light is with us.
It picks this character. I've done this twice with a slightly different party each time, and it's still picked this character, the cleric, to do this little thing. I don't know why. But anyway. And we get out of that. So a little story there as to how she escaped.
Nice move, that trick with the wall. Glad you're no worse for wear?
This council needs to get organized. They have no right to keep us waiting like this.
The council is likely busy with important matters of state, and we are not, so have patience.
Well, let me tell you my story then. I too was accosted on the way here, but I faced my foes head on.
Proceed then. Everyone enjoys a tale well told.
And here's where we learn combat. For some reason it's given me wonky bloody weapons, and I won't be able to change them. So, this is telling me about dash. So I'm going to do that. I don't really think it's necessary to dash. But I'm going to do it anyway. So there's a third wolf there. Second wind, that's the one that gives you back extra health, so I don't want that at the moment.
Ooh.
So this talks about attacking, but it also mentions shoving. So I'm going to do that. So I can shove, and when I shove I can either knock prone or push away. So I'm going to push away that wolf. And that's one left wolf I have to worry about. And then I can move again. I want to see if I can get into another position. I know I got the attack of opportunity. They seem to be missing a lot. I want to see if I can get them to line up again so I can shove another one if I have to. They're missing a lot. I think they always miss, frankly. Okay, so then there's dodging. Click dodge uses your main action and provides the following benefits. Until the start of your next turn, all attackers you can see have disadvantage on their rolls to hit, and you have advantage on dexterity saving throws. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to dodge, which gets rid of my main attack, but I have an offhand attack, so I might as well use it.
Go to hell!
And there we go. We killed that guy. And then we'll end our turn. So I get a dodge bonus there. Actually, can we expand the size of that? We can. Oh, look at that. I won't go too far because that's going to intrude on the text chat, if anyone does chat in text. And now we need to attack. I don't think we can attack diagonally, can we? Yes, we can. Beautiful.
Bleed!
Okay. So we still haven't escaped the greyback wolf yet. So we're going to try and leave. And we get attacked by this guy. Now, disengaging. To avoid an opportunity attack, you can use the disengage action. For the rest of your turn, you can move close to enemies freely without any risk of opportunity attacks. Disengage uses your main action though, so you won't be able to attack or dash. Understood. What we're going to do is, this guy is way... if I hold down Alt, he's got 13 AC, 50 hit points. We're not going to be able to fight him easily, so we're going to use disengage, and we are then going to go to the maximum of our distance, which I think is enough for us to get away. Maybe? No. Oh, damn it. That's annoying. I thought because basically a similar thing happened to me. I stayed and fought when I last tried that, and I was killed. So, I'm trying to wonder how you do that. Like, that's a very hard... The only thing I can think of is there is that rock there that you could try and push over on him. I just don't know where the best place to position myself is to make sure he doesn't come up. Yeah. So when I did it this time, I thought that with disengage, I'd be able to run to the end of the area and escape from combat. That's why I went to the maximum distance I could. But that didn't work. So I really don't know. I hope there's a better option for that. I hope this hurries up and loads for me. Okay, so we were there. If I disengage and go around to there, I didn't actually say to do that, but that works. Okay. That's how you do it.
What a bunch of namby-pambies. You're lucky you weren't attacked by Sorax.
That's right, mate. It's always good to be lucky.
The Badlands are thick with them. Shape-shifting bastards.
Never mind him. He's just another drunk scavenger.
Aren't all drunks basically stupid?
Sorax might be legend, but orcs are quite real. And not just in the Badlands. I stumbled across a secret settlement right here in the Principality.
Bullshit.
I travelled here from the east and left the main highway, hoping to save time by traversing the hills. The views were magnificent, but I should have kept my eye on the path, because it gave way beneath my feet, plunging me into Stygian darkness.
I'm assuming this is going to be a spell casting
Oh, that's going to leave a mark.
tutorial. Lighting and light sources. You can equip a torch or cast light spells to reveal that. You can light flammable items like torches and holders by interacting with or holding a torch or by casting a flaming spell on them like the cantrip Firebolt. What spells do you have? You do... Is that light? That is. What? How limited a time? 1 hour. Well, if I'm going to be here for more than an hour... so I'm putting light on my staff. Very good. Nothing to interact with there. Wow, frames are not good in here. Not good at all. Wow, I think I've got to drop the graphics settings even lower than before because this is just not coping. Let's drop it to medium. Hope I don't have to go down to low. And we'll drop this quality. Let's get shadows. Shadows don't have to be good and they don't have to be from a distance. I do want original resolution for textures. I might as well just do everything custom. Volumetric lighting quality, no. Let's put it on low and we might disable that one later. Cloth simulation quality disabled, that's fine. I don't want depth of field or ambient occlusion. Let's see how that goes. We've still got crap frames. Oh man. Zooming in doesn't help very much. Let's disable the volumetric lighting first before we go and set that any lower. Let's see if that helps us. Hey, we got even higher than 30 frames. So was it the V-Sync or was it the other one? Let's have a quick look. If I turn the volumetric lighting back on low, yep, it was the volumetric lighting that was the problem. So we'll turn that off. And we might even be able to bump up some of the other stuff, but I think I'll leave it for the moment so that I don't have to worry anymore. Is there anything over here? No, just the wall. So we can turn those light sources. Oh, I need a flaming item. Right. Which of course I don't have because I'm not using a torch. I think I have a torch on me. So rather than using... I mean, I could have just used my cantrip to do it. Examine the totem.
What a peculiar style of art. Clearly the work of some savage hand.
Explore further, hey? Switch back to that. Healing. If you can cast healing spells, you also found a potion nearby you can loot. Understood. So there is this chest here, which will probably have the healing potion in it. Yep. plus another torch, plus some arrows, which you can't use, and some rations. Very nice. That's her all spell focus, and that's her spell book. Didn't actually check what spells she's got. So her cantrips are Firebolt, Light, and Shocking Grasp. She also knows the Shadow Armor cantrip. Grants 3 temporary hit points for 1 minute. And she knows Shield, which you can use as a reaction, which is interesting change. Thunder Wave, Burning Hands, Feather Fall, and Magic Missile. Not necessarily the spells that I would pick, but hey, to each their own, I say. What have we got here? And I bet you there's no way down, so we have to use Featherfall.
There they are. Discretion is clearly the better part of valor in this instance.
Oh, wants me to be sneaky. Cautious mode. Makes you slower, but it grants 2 benefits. Hidden objects and traps are easier to find, and you are harder to spot. When an enemy starts to notice your presence, a gauge appears above their head, giving you time to react and return to hiding. Remain 3 cells above the enemy in this mode, and you can't be detected. Understood. Is there a key option to enter cautious mode? Let's have a look. Inspect character, cast spell, end turn, enable planar targeting. Oh, that's right, so it doesn't move up and down, it just moves left and right. So on that same level, no, there isn't. It's actually one of the things that I found a little bit annoying about Baldur's Gate 3 is there was a key combination to hide, and it was the C key, which is right next to the V key, and the V key is what you use to switch weapons in combat. And so I feel like I should be putting the torch away. I do have infravision, so there's really no need for me. Oh, I have to come over to here, so I basically have to carefully climb down this ladder. While hidden, is there a... There's not an option for me to climb? I just do that. And then we go over there. I did see the little up arrow thing. It's hard to get it sometimes. There we go. I don't know, those unknown creatures, they look like orcs to me. Yep, orcs are British tribal warriors known for their barbaric habits. They live by raiding and looting. Very nice. So, what are we doing with that? Oh, that's opening that gate over there. Okay, so now we've got to go back down. Cautiously over here. Now, for some reason, this doesn't give me the up option. The only way to get up is to click up there. So the interface needs a little bit of work from a consistency point of view. Let's turn the cautious off. I really wish there was a key combination that would turn that on, though. I feel like that would be useful. So now we need to cross the river. Going to be able to go to here and then just jump to there? Yes, very good. Leave the cave. We have to cross. Where do we need to go from here? Is there anything highlighted? So let's just double check that you can't climb up here and get out. There is light over here, after all. No, there doesn't seem to be any option to go up. disappointing, but go over to there. Oop. No, not too far that way. I don't know, it's unclear. Oh. Are we supposed to go down there? I thought that was part of the... of that. Can we come down there? We can. We go up there. No, so I think we are supposed to come down here maybe. Climb down that plant. And are we supposed to rest at this campfire?
No other means of egress is apparent. Fine. I shall wait until they go. These creatures do hunt, right?
So take a long rest. And preparing spells. So... yeah, there's no sense changing the spells that we got prepared because the only other spell we have is a ritual, which doesn't do us much good. So let's take the long rest. Start the long rest. We're not going to bother changing our list of prepared spells, but we can do that there. Wait for the orcs to leave. Oh, looks like they have left. And that looks like that's the exit there.
Not sure I would have slept so close to a horde of orcs.
Orcs have a very distinctive stink.
We should bill the council for all this wasted time.
We've all told a tale of our travels here. All but one of us.
Yes, but I have a good reason for that. It's none of your bloody business.
Come on now, don't be a killjoy. We all sang for our supper. Your turn.
Fine. You want to know the truth? I stopped on the way here to visit an old friend of mine and discovered he was up to his eyeballs in debt with a loan shark.
Oh, that's not good.
Indeed. He put up a family heirloom as collateral and wanted me to reacquire it because, you see, I can be quite stealthy when necessary.
I wonder what would happen if I didn't have a character who was stealthy. Recover the stolen gem. Enter the fort. I sort of feel like those are the footprints of the guards. Let's have a look, see what it says. Enemies can hear you if they cross your noise circle, and they will spot you as soon as you leave cautious mode. Your noise circle depends on your armor type and your stealth skill. Also, it's a good idea to avoid moving into enemies' field of view while carrying a light source. Remain in cautious mode for the whole duration of this mission. You must make a stealth check if you want to attempt an object interaction while within hearing of an enemy, such as opening a door or a chest or even pickpocketing, and you will remain undetected only if you succeed. Cautious mode also allows you to find and follow tracks. Tracks spotted, eh? Excuse me. Yeah, using the camera. I don't do that. Well, I do that, but not that way. What's in here? Some thieves' tools, which I'm probably going to need, seeing as I don't have any.
Liam, always thoughtful.
Okay, so there's a guard right there. I'm not sure I should be interacting with that. But I also feel I have to hurry because that guard was about to spot me. Get in there against the wall. Where am I going? Reach the next courtyard. Is that through there? No, it must be through there because that's the only thing that can be lit up. I don't know why, but I feel better with my bow in my hand at this point. Lockpicking. To try picking a lock, mouse over a locked door or chest, left click it. If you select your whole party, the most skilled character is automatically chosen for the task. Right. Success. There we go. I've got to say, I do like Baldur's Gate 1, where it pops up and shows you the target and what you'll roll and all that. It's a little bit more informative and a little bit more dramatic. Sleight of hand. If you're proficient with sleight of hand, you can attempt to pickpocket enemies and NPCs. Also, certain armor gives you disadvantage. It's risky, so think twice before trying it. You must be very stealthy to stand a chance. Find the treasure room. So I don't even know what door we've got to go. We've obviously got to go all the way around here, or is it through here maybe? There's a quartermaster over there. I'm concerned about getting too close to that torch. So let's get over there. Still don't know what door we're supposed to go through. Not going to try picking any of their pockets. Quickly get over to here. That's the door we need to go through. We succeeded there. Let's get over against the wall, which I don't know if it really helps, but it feels like it does, so we're going to do it. And then we're going to get up on here. And we are going to climb up this. That. I don't know if that's the door we need to go through. I guess it is the door we need to go through. Disarming traps. So we just click on it to disarm. Don't know why I'm holding my bow like that. It's a silly way of holding it. Get the key. Quest failed. What do you mean? Oh, is there a key in here somewhere? Oh, I didn't pick the pocket of the guys to get the key. I picked the lock instead. Okay. How much is that? I think that says 19. That color scheme is terrible. Escape from the fort. What options am I going to have to escape? Got to be be super careful because there's somebody out there at the moment. Hang on. It's not going to let me go down those stairs.
There you are, you filthy crook!
You? What? You're drunk. Get out of here before I kill you.
Think you scare me? Not anymore.
A grave mistake.
Okay, so... Okay, I am not a rogue. But I will have advantage with that attack.
Are you four here to see Lord Karen?
We're not here to get drunk.
Well, we're not here to drink ourselves to death.
Well, thank you for making that clear. Well, if you're here for Lord Karen of the Legacy Council, that would be me.
So you're not a mythical creature after all?
Unlike, say, a sober adventurer?
Might we ask a bit more about this quest of yours, sir, if you please?
Well, I suppose it's better if you know what you're doing. What do you want to know?
Well, pretty well everything. What's the Legacy Council?
We hear this is a mission for the council, but what is it exactly?
Dear Mareike, you don't know? I'll try to make it simple, but you know, politics. The council includes representatives of the most powerful and influential organizations in the Eastern Kingdoms. It was created to lead a joint effort to explore the Badlands.
Which countries make up these Eastern Kingdoms?
Simple. The Principality of Masgarth, here, is in the middle. The Snow Alliance lies to the north. The Kingdom of Galavan to the east, and the New Empire to the south. All friendly, more or less. But the peace is fragile.
Okay,
What are the organizations you mentioned?
The Council is, how to put it, a non-governmental organization, meaning that state governments are not represented to avoid partisanship. Instead, there are delegates from the Guild of Antiquarians, the Tower of Knowledge, the Arcane, and the Circle of Denantar. And the Church of Einar guarantees fairness, led by Marshal Beric Sunblaze and Oathkeeper Lyra Keen.
What are the Badlands, really?
Simply put, they are a monster-ridden, chaotic wasteland that used to be the elven empire called Manicalan. It was destroyed about 1,000 years ago by the Great Cataclysm. Now, only ruins remain, full of forgotten knowledge, riches, and dangers.
okay, I think we know enough.
I think we know enough now. Thank you.
Oh, okay, so there's still all of that.
Are we going to work for you?
Not exactly, no. I'll be your contact with the Legacy Council, which you will serve as deputies. That's why we need to go there and get you sworn in.
What can you tell us about this place, the Principality?
We don't exactly have the time, anyway. The Principality of Masgarth is ruled by Princess Kaiwood Silverflower. We are a wealthy state with fertile lands and the easiest access to the Badlands through a pass called the Copperhead Road. We're in the capital, Caer Kiflin, which was once part of the ancient Manicalan Empire of the High Elves. Hence the magnificent elvish buildings up there in the High Town. While we don't have a state religion, all of the major faiths on Solasta are represented here, though we tend to favor Einar, the god of valor and fidelity.
We should go, don't you think?
Very well. Come, gather your things. You're late for your swearing in.
Whose fault is that?
Yes, as you can see, you can customize your 3D dice in the game settings. I might show you that in a minute, if I remember. Oh, it's waiting me to press a key. Finding your way in Careflin. It's a large city. Legacy Council. Once you're there, you'll have access to fast travel. But now you have to walk a little bit. Go north, walk up the stairs to Sunblaze Court. Take the stairs west to the council. So this way is, generally speaking, north. Place is fairly empty. Click to interact.
Let's get you deputized first, shall we?
Oh, so won't talk to me until I get deputized. No, must be this way. It said stairs to the west. Were there stairs over here? There we go. Actually, let's make sure that our characters are set correctly. There we go. Much better. You're going to use a shield. You've got a light crossbow. You've got some arrows which you can't use, so we might give these to one of our archers. Yeah, I think that'll work. And quick save. Oh, nice and quick save as well. That was one of the problems I had with
This place is magnificent.
Baldur's Gate 3 was the quick saves took forever. Okay, assuming this is us here.
I'm busy. Come back later.
Okay. Oh, actually, I think it was take these stairs. No path to destination. Why not? Where? Oh, over this way. Here we go.
Stay in the light, citizens.
Okay. What did I get wrong? It is located near the Palacean embassies. Head north, take stairs to the Sunblaze Court, then take the stairs west to the embassies. So we are in the Sunblaze Court. No. And I thought that was the western stairs. It's either that set of stairs there, or maybe it's this one over here. Oh, we've even got a little spot on the map telling us where to go, so on the compass, so that, yeah, the directions aren't quite accurate, because this is more
nice
southwest. But it's saying we've got to go over there, and there he is.
I never thought
Wonderful.
I'd get so close to the embassies.
Look at the size of this council hall.
So this is what they spend our taxes on.
Look! Is that
The princess! Wait, is she leaving?
Apparently so.
Then who will administer the oath?
The maid who empties her chamber pot.
The maid who empties her chamber pot. No, we're not as important as that. Perhaps a stable boy.
You thought it would be the princess?
If she rules the whole principality, who's more important?
Lady Keene, the council's oathkeeper, is trusted by all.
Lord Karen,
Yes, milady.
are these your new deputies?
They are, milady.
My name is Lyra Keene, Oathkeeper of the Council,
Quiet, everyone.
and I will be administering your vows. Once sworn in, you will carry the authority of the Council wherever you go. Your every action will reflect upon the Council's reputation. Remember that. Always. Now, please, raise your right hands. Do you, each and all, solemnly swear your lives and allegiance to this Council, and promise to carry forth our mission to protect our alliance from any who would threaten the common good?
I
I swear.
Excellent. Lord Karen will enter your name into the Council's register. Thank you for your service.
Congratulations, deputies.
Wait, that's it?
You're expecting a parade?
I suppose you imagine something more pompous.
No, I don't know. It just feels a bit anticlimactic.
Sorry to disappoint. So, the mission. As I'm sure you know, the Council maintains a number of outposts to secure the border between the Principality and the Marches. One of them is the former Imperial Fortress, KLM. It's held by some 50 troops under the command of Captain Henrik. He sends us weekly status reports, or rather, he used to. We haven't heard a word from him in 3 weeks. Leave immediately for KLM and find out if anyone there is still alive. If Captain Henrik or anyone else is still breathing, bring him back. The Council wants a first-hand report.
What can you tell us about this Captain Henrik?
A fine officer. More than 15 years in the Principality's army. He inspires trust, loyalty, and courage. Hence the decision to post him there, facing danger.
Wait, these marches, they're not in the Badlands, are they?
The Marches are a no-man's land, between the civilized world and the Badlands. It's outside the chain of mountains that really define the Badlands. We wouldn't send you in there. Yet.
A whole garrison gone? There are only 4 of us.
Just find out what happened. Run back if you get scared.
Got it. Though we were hoping for a first mission with more riches than risk, if you catch my drift.
You don't get to choose your mission, I'm afraid. So, gather what you need and go. Time is of the essence.
Right, I guess that's that. It's on to KLM.
Faction relations. The 5 council factions have representatives in Keflin. They can sell you equipment, spells, and many other things. The better your relations with a faction, the more they have to offer, and the lower their prices. However, these factions are in competition with each other, which means you can't please them all. Various subquests will give you the opportunities to improve your relations. Keep an eye on the faction section of the journal. Tutorial like that. Press the map button to open the location map. When a waypoint has been found, you can use it to fast travel to another place in the location. For now, you can fast travel to return to the Graves Keep cask. Why would we want to fast travel to the Graves Keep cask, though? An angry bush with unknown content. That sounds the place for me. Sunblaze Court. Oh, okay, so that's how we do that. I guess it wants us to travel back to the Cask Keep, so... Level up? Well, hey! Take a long rest to start the leveling up sequence. Ooh, very nice. What does this guy say?
Hello, adventurers. What can I offer you?
We need a room.
We'd like to stay for the night.
Sure. Just walk up to the suite and settle in.
A suite?
It's more like a large bedroom, really. But you know, this is the capital city.
Okay, level up. Now a level 2 ranger. I have unlocked fighting style and ranger spellcasting. And at higher levels, I will get all of that lovely stuff. Wonderful. Next, I am definitely going to choose the ranged, the archery fighting style. Right, so I get to pick 2 spells. Cure Wound, Detect Magic, Fog Cloud. What does that do? Generate a sphere of thick fog for a limited time. Heavily obscured. Creature's vision is heavily obscured. Disadvantage on attack rolls. Attacks against creatures have advantage. Now that's interesting because, and I know I keep saying this, but in Baldur's Gate 3, a similar spell gave you disadvantage for attacking into the cloud. As well as for the creatures attacking out, whereas this doesn't do that. Good Berry creates 10 berries. Each berry restores 1 hit point. Yeah, I don't like the idea. Hunter's Mark. An enemy gets additional damage from you and you can easily detect it for a limited time. Requires concentration. +1 to 6 damage when hit by the caster. I like that. If only I could pick 3 spells, I would pick Cure Wounds, Fog, and Hunter's Mark. But because we already have a healer in our party, I'm going to take Fog Cloud and Hunter's Mark. I think that'll work well. Okay, now Das. I don't know what to do here. Oh, we only get Action Surge. That's right. And then level up. Divinity Channel. Turn undead and preserve life. Okay. And then we can choose an Arcane Tradition. Arcane Recovery. And we get some extra spells as well. So, she can be a green mage. Their heirs to the ancient tradition of the Sylvan Elves. They are warders of the forest. Specialise in nature magic and also reliable bowmen trained to survive without spells if need be, as they had to in the wake of the Cataclysm. Interesting. Lore Master. Obsessed with lost knowledge of the pre-Cataclysm times. They know the old Empire and superior magic and Shock Arcanist. Battle mages of the Manaclon Empire. Their teachings have survived the Cataclysm. We're going to go with Shock Arcanist. I mean, seriously. Green Mage would be interesting, but with the new cantrips that these mages have, there's no point in using anything but your spells. all the time. So putting a bow in her hand, unless it did something else, like if we look here at high levels, at level 6 we get a magic arrow. You can transform, your arrow can transform into a vine on impact. The target must make a strength. Okay, that is a nice feature. What do the Lore Masters get at higher levels? Learn 1 additional spell each time you gain a level. That's nice. And at higher levels, the Shock Arcanist, Arcane Fury. Add your proficiency bonus and int bonus to your evocation spell damage for 1 minute. Recharges after a long rest. While casting spells from the war list, they count as being cast as 1 slot level higher than the one you actually use. So Burning Hands, Magic Missile, Thunder Wave, Acid Arrow, Scorching Ray. Oh, yes, we're taking that. We are going to kick some butt. So we get 2 new class spells that we don't know. I want Mage Armor. Because I'm pretty sure... How long is that going to last? Well, that lasts 8 hours. I definitely want that. I thought we knew Shield. Might not worry about that. Oh, and we don't know Magic Missile? Or Burning Hands? What are you talking about? Definitely take... Oh, I can't. I must... Oh, do I already know? Oh, those are the ones I already know. Fine. I get it now. Is there any other evocation or spells that were on that list? Fog? No, that's Conjuration. You mean to tell me I don't know Identify? I do now. Because we're going to need that. And then let's prepare spells for these guys and make sure we get everything right. So that's good. I like... Okay. Guiding Bolt. Make them easier to hit. 4d6 of damage. And it lights them up. First attack against this creature has advantage. Okay. We don't want Inflict Wound. Oh, we get those from the domain. Oh, okay. And we already have all of those. Okay, I guess I'll keep that. I don't want Detect Good and Evil. And I don't need Detect Magic. And we've got those from... Yeah, that's fine. And then let's prepare your spells. So you know all of those. That's a ritual. Don't need to learn it. That's a ritual. We're good. What happened to Mage Armor? Oh, no. Yep, there it is. Right there. Perfect. I'm happy with that. Close. We've leveled up. Now, we've got a whole bunch of quests just there. So... buy some food for the journey. We need to visit Hugo's magic shop. Okay. Rightio. Make our way out. Guess that's the front door. And then out there. And that's Hugo's magic shop, and there's another one around the other side. Crafting. You can craft various items. To do so, you need the proper equipment, skills, and time. Crafting is performed while traveling when your party has set up camp but it is not yet sleeping. Characters can devote some of their free time to work on their current crafting task. That's interesting. These are the required tools to craft. You need a herbalist kit to make potions, you need a scroll kit to make scrolls, poisonous kit to make poisons, and enchanted weapons and armor. You need a Malakan rosary. Okay. Even if you're proficient with a given crafting tool, you will need specific skills to make certain checks against the recipe's DC. To craft potions, sometimes medicine is enough, but arcane is very useful. To craft poisons, medicine or nature is useful. Scrolls or enchant arcana is a must. Okay. They can be found while adventuring. Gathered, unless you buy them from the shop. Enchanting requires prime items that have been magically prepared for enchanting by Malakan mastersmiths whose secrets have been lost. Okay. You need to know which ingredients to combine. These recipes can be learned by reading manuals or taught by masters. Generally keep copies of recipes and sell them at good prices to their friends, but some can be found out there in the Badlands too. All the party can use it once it's been found. Start crafting, open a character screen. Click on the crafting tab, simply select the recipe. The progress will move as you travel and you'll be notified. Okay, so it takes some time for crafting to happen. I like that. That's good.
Hello. How may I help you?
I don't know. We were told to come and see you.
What do you sell here?
Mostly potions for heroic adventurers like yourselves. I also have recipes for customers who like to craft their own. And ingredients too. Even rare flowers from the Badlands. Come back anytime. I'm almost always open.
Oh, we'd like to see your wares. I don't like the almost. So we can't buy any. We can buy antitoxin. We can't buy healing potions. Or is it the fact that we can't afford? We can't afford, I think, is the problem. Right. What was... So there's a scroll kit there, which I don't think we need. I've got a herbalism kit. You don't have anything. Crafting scroll of cure wounds. Scroll of revivify. I would have thought you had a scroll kit, but you don't. I'm not going to buy one yet, though. Various scrolls. And then various components. Right. Let's close. There we go. So we've done that quest. Let's come over here. Oh, actually, to there.
Welcome to Gorim's Emporium.
Are you Gorim?
Are you Gorim?
That's me, the one and only.
What do you have to sell?
Everything you'll need for going out there into the Badlands. Food, ropes, torches, and of course armor and weapons. I also have some other stock like remedies and antitoxins. That can come in handy. Ever heard of deep spiders?
I don't know. Why could we not answer that? You have multiple... You have these hand axes, which can technically be thrown, I think. Yes. But I think we're going to sell them. So, what do we do? Double click. And double click. So we gain 6. None of this having to... Yeah, that's good. So we've got arrows, we've got crossbow bolts, potions of healing, sword weapons, okay, mace, quarterstaff, spear, great swords, long swords, morning stars, battle axes, rapiers, warhammers, leather armor, various types of armor, herbalism kit, torches, candles, conclude. Okay, we've done that. I don't know that we need to keep that. I don't know why we've all got civilian clothes. What is that? Magnesium. Some extra arrows, and we've got antitoxin and acid, refined oil. What was that? Revivify, crafting scroll of cure wounds. You've got more arrows. Where do you keep getting these arrows from? I thought I got rid of all of them. I don't know that we need a candle, unless it's also a crafting item. Because you've got 5 torches and a candle, and you have infravision, and you have a light cantrip. So I sort of don't see the need. I'll leave the candles for the time being. They're not taking up a huge amount of weight. We can get rid of them later. God, we've got a lot of torches, though. Oh, there's component pouches. I see. Right, yeah, I think we're done there. Oh, hang on. We were supposed to buy some food for the journey. I didn't see any food.
Welcome to Gorim's
Can we see your wares? So we have 1 ration pouch. Food for 1 day. Okay. How much food do we need for the journey is the big question. Ration pouches. Might as well just buy them all. We can afford it. Here we go. I don't know that we need to sort of hand these out to everybody. What have you got? You've got... Let's... And you've got 2 ration pouches. I mean, it's not a good idea to let the halfling carry all the food. We know that. So we will split it all up. 15, that doesn't... so how do I split? There we go. So let's give those 4 to you. Those, no. Those 4 to you. No. Those 4 to you, and the halfling will have 3. Now, someone was carrying some extra arrows as well, weren't they? You were 2 extra arrows. Let's give those to the fighter. We top that up to 20? We can. Very good. And let's just organise all of that. How much does all of that weigh? 9. So, we've got the temple quarter, Sunblaze Court, where we can talk to these people. Don't know that I want to. We've got the unknown drunk. Temple quarters. Where do we have to go? The Legacy Council up here. Snow Alliance Embassy. It says we need to go reach the outpost. Leave the town and use the map to travel. Okay. This way to leave the town? Over here, perhaps?
Deputies? A word, if you please.
So famous already. I love it.
You were in there too. Are you a member of the council?
I'm Annie Bagmorder, quartermaster of the Scavengers Guild. We don't have a seat in there, but they all know exploring the Badlands without us would be a bad idea. That's why you should stop by our headquarters downtown. You'll need our services, I'm sure.
Is that compulsory?
No. But you'll find our services useful. Everyone does. Did Lord Karen not tell you?
No, he pretty much stuck to giving orders.
Oh, right. Anyway, we offer plenty of help and advice to beginners like you.
We are grown-ups, you know. At least most of us are.
Of course you are. Well, good luck.
They're tough, these scavengers. Fearless.
Inviting beggars to the council? How peculiar.
I'd rather visit the temple, honestly.
So what do you think? Should we check out their headquarters?
It's not far, but...
I've had enough talking. Let's go kill some monsters.
If there's business to be done, we can't afford not to.
Scavenger headquarters. So I'm assuming... Where is she? Over here. There we go.
Ah, you came.
You picked our curiosity. So, what exactly do you have to offer?
You don't know?
Do you sell healing potions?
No, we don't. There's a shop for that.
What kind of help do you offer to people like us?
Simple. Now, people like you typically carry out missions for the Council, in the Marches, even in the Badlands. Sometimes far away, like Captain Merrin.
Who's Captain Merrin?
You really must be new. She's one of yours. Senior Deputy of the Council. Anyway, you trek out to some old ruin in the Badlands, kill a bunch of orcs. Well, you're still a bit green, so let's say goblins.
Ouch! You're hurting our feelings.
Orcs will hurt much more than your feelings, believe me. And stop interrupting, it's rude. So let's say you find yourself with a whole load of rusty swords, leather armor, shields, too much for you to lug back here.
Oh, so we're puny as well as green. Thanks so much.
So instead, you brave heroes just clear the place of monsters and draw us a nice clean map. Then we take our carts and pick up every piece of junk. We bring it back, we sell it, and we split the profits with you. We move the stuff, you go off to kill more bad things. Everybody wins.
For a percentage, of course.
What? You could never carry it all anyway. Not in your little backpacks.
Well, thank you. I guess that's it for us.
Fine. Feel free to visit us anytime. Or drop into any scavenger camp.
Are there others?
Anywhere we can settle. By the way, if you find Captain Henrik, Tell him we're still interested.
In what?
In getting our people to Caer Lem. The outpost is perfect for us. Close to the Badlands, with plenty of space for our camp.
Right. We'll tell him if we find him.
That would be appreciated. The more you do for us, the more we do for you.
Oh. So this business relationship can get better.
And I hope it will, friend.
I guess we'll see you around then.
Sure. Good luck out there. And don't forget, in the Badlands, always keep your eyes open.
Right, so that means we don't have to pick clean every single little dungeon that we find. We can just pick up the interesting items and leave the rest just lying there. And then tell the scavengers and they'll go and get it later. It's very good, very good. Yep, we will leave the area. Use the arrows to explore the map. Click on a destination to plan your travel. Take some time to get there. While en route, you can gather food by foraging or hunting. You can also find crafting ingredients. A slow place lets you move cautiously, trying to remain hidden from monsters. A normal place is faster but riskier. A fast pace is the quicker of all, but can be dangerous. Rangers will be very useful, while in their preferred terrain, you'll find more food and are less likely to be surprised by monsters. You can set up travel so you don't need to micromanage your party. Whenever someone can level up, a long rest can be started immediately without finishing the day's travel. When a crafting task is complete, so you can set up a new one without losing time. You can open the post-rest window after a long rest, for instance, to modify your prepared spells. Okay. So, there's a lot here, and I guess we could be naughty and go places we're not supposed to. But for now, it's really just a matter of travelling to there. A slow pace is 4 days. Let's do a normal pace. And just see how we go. I don't want to be too cautious. Toby kills a boar. Set up camp. Toby sings. Darts plays a game of dice. Oh, bandits. And we were surprised. Let's get into some combat, shall we? You've been surprised. You must fight off your attackers before you can leave. Having been surprised, you cannot take any actions during the first turn. Don't hold back your spells and powers. Yeah. This ready an action. This lets your character wait for a specific condition to be met so that they can interrupt other characters' turns to perform the readied action. In the Crown of Magister, you can ready an attack depending on your character and their equipment and abilities. You can move, use a bonus action, still use a ready action. Still ready actions. Automatically end your turn. Understood. I like this idea of readied actions. That's very nice. So far we're lucky that they don't have any archers. Because they could have done some serious damage to us if they had archers. Has this guy got a bow? No, he's got a sword as well. Okay. We're ready. Who's up? Toby is up with his bow. I can't do a ranged attack with an enemy nearby, so we're going to switch to blades, and we're going to teach this guy.
Well struck.
And then we're going to do our second attack, offhand attack. And then end our turn. This guy's almost dead. So let's see if we can finish him. Why are you not using your shield? There we go, that's better. Okay. You do have a bonus action cast. Shield of Faith. How long does that last? 10 minutes. And there's Healing Word. That's a first level spell, isn't it? Yeah. Your armor class is already 17. We're going to end your turn. Okay, the other bandit comes in. Ow!
You'll get a nice scar.
That was a big hit on Toby. Okay, we have a mage. Casting Burning Hands. What? How did I not get to target that? I had to have turned around first? That's annoying, because now Das is almost dead. Das. Thankfully he missed Toby, because that could have been a big problem. We'll take on this little guy. Is there a way? I don't see an option here to sort of decide that we're going to do both attacks in one.
Perfect.
Okay. That was probably a mistake. I should have used a spell there. You're still healthy, though.
You've seen worse.
So, how do I get you to turn around and attack him? I wanted you to cast Burning Hands against this guy previously, and it didn't do it. Let's do Shocking Grasp instead. There we go.
Ha! Take that, you fiend!
Okay. Let's get you to get your bow out. And... kill that one for us. Okay, Toby was lucky there to survive that. There we go.
You have them now.
G'day, TQ Batman. Yeah. And I'm enjoying this. It's not bad. I have just been thinking, though, that there is something that I am probably going to do, probably starting in my next stream. And that is build 4 ranger characters and play an entire party of rangers, because you know what I'm like. And I want to see if it's feasible. I want to see how it works. No, I don't want to resume camping. I want to loot all of that. Thank you. And there was one more. No, I guess we got them all. Let's see what equipment we got out of that. So we got leather, chainmail, which is heavy armor, which you can't use, and more leather. We got a light crossbow, which you've already got, We've got a scimitar, which we're already using. We got a great sword, acid, scroll of jump, another light crossbow, another scimitar, light crossbow, scimitar. Okay. How much are we looking at weight-wise for that? Okay. It would be good to be able to give all this to the scavengers straight away, but I don't think that will work. Yeah, I always want to see what it's like trying to play a full party of rangers. Close that. Let's drop that on there. Let's give all of those rations to Toby, because he had fewer than everybody else. You can carry that. Yeah, the enemy had crossbows and didn't use them. Very interesting. I suppose it's because we're at such a low level. You know, we're only at level 2. Couple of good hits from a crossbow could take out the entire party in no time. Actually, yeah. We might give that chainmail to Toby to carry. No, he's burdened with that, so maybe not. Yeah, she's got pretty good. Can you carry one of them? No. Okay. What about you? Let's put... Can you take... You can. Maybe one more. There we go. And that's looking pretty good. Okay. There's one problem with this interface, and that is when I look at the character details here, I can see from the class what features I get, but it doesn't actually give me the specifics. So for example, in the fighting style, it doesn't say what fighting... Oh, there it is. That's the fighting style I picked. Archery. Good. It is there. Okay, I wanted to double check. I thought I'd picked archery fighting style for that fighter, but I wasn't sure. And then there's those options there. Okay, very good. I can see it all now. Right, let's continue our rest. Yep, resume camping. Always interrupt by hitting the interrupt button. It's down there. You can click on a character's portrait to open inventory, possibly start a new crafting activity. Just click the resume. Understood. Yeah, once you get to know it, the simplified UI is good. I just wish there was a few more keystrokes to automate things. Most of the time, you have to click or click and drag to do things. Like, there's no... I liked Baldur's Gate's quick way of, say, giving something to somebody else, but the only way to do that in the inventory is to drag it to their portrait, which is a bit of a nuisance. But also, in combat, I liked being able to quickly switch between weapon sets and stuff like that with character keys.
So that's Carolem.
Which
We're
is
almost
not here.
there. It's just up the hill.
It's a little too quiet, don't you think?
We're in the marches, so quiet can't be trusted.
True. Let's keep our eyes open.
Okay, I'm assuming we've got to head up this way. I'm just sort of scouting out the area from above in advance to see what we can see. There's a bit of a fire going over there where there used to be a defensive ballista by the looks of it. And that looks like a cave mouth there. Okay. Let's, oh, what's that? Hunter's Mark. Oh, very good. Those are my spells. Of course they are. Why am I not moving? It's not letting me click. Explore the fort. I haven't saved yet at all, I don't think. Just going to call this test, because I think I am going to do a party of rangers. Maybe like 3 rangers and a... I'd like to think I could do it. No, I'm just going to do a full party of rangers and see how it goes. I may do a proper playthrough at a later date. But I'm not going to start that tonight. I'll start that another time. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be streaming for. I've been going for 2 hours already, but I didn't get much sleep last night because I was on call. Battle starts. Goblin skirmishes. Take cover. In battle, you often find walls, barricades, things. Half cover gives a -1 penalty to hit. Of course, you have to be on the other side of the cover. 3/4 grants -5. Full cover means you cannot be targeted. Okay. In battle, you can only use your inventory once per turn. This includes switching weapons. You also have a utility slot that allows you to access and use an item without spending. Okay. So, that is, I'm assuming, full cover. So let's move our mage into full cover. Not going to bother with spells at the moment. I will get her to put her staff in her hands, not for any real reason, but because we can. Oh, is there a goblin up here somewhere? No. Oh, yeah, there's one right there. Who's up now? Toby. If I move Toby to there and switch weapons, can he target that guy? You cannot see this target. Why can I not see that target? Because I'm behind cover? Like, that's the only reason. What if I pop out to there? There we go. I'm dead. And then I can... I can't get to there. I'm going to put Toby back here. Unfortunately, a couple more of my guys are a little bit out and exposed at the moment. Hopefully it didn't do a lot of damage. I'm really liking the combat display here. Nice and clean, all the information it has. This doesn't provide me any cover from this guy, but I can get up there and I've got half cover from that direction. Cantrip attack. So I've got that readied. Let's move you to there and shoot him, please.
Bleed.
You didn't miss, which was great. Come up there and get half cover. And end your turn. Very nice. Oh, it's Nalia's turn. Right, she can't get to there. What can she do with a spell from here? Do you have the distance, the range to get any of these guys? He's got 3/4 cover. Magic Missile will not miss.
Nobody has your skills. Bravo!
I've got to get out of cover to take a shot. If I put him there... What? No, he's just grumpy as he moves. Yeah, take the shot. Beautiful.
You like it?
Yeah. You're going to have to stay there. Brilliant. That readied action looks really nice. I'm glad they implemented that. That was something that I said in my stream last night that I really wish they implemented in Baldur's Gate. The ability to ready an action. And it wouldn't be that hard to do. It's basically like a Overwatch type feature. And that worked really, really well. I might get her to do that again. Just ready a in fact... Toby took a little bit of damage there, but not too bad. I don't want to expose Nalia to those ranged attacks. She can't get to there in one turn. So, is there any spell that she's got that's going to be useful? I mean, she doesn't have her mage armor on yet, so we should probably have done that earlier. Okay, we'll just end our turn. Let's move to here. And then shoot that guy.
Well done.
Short rests are useful to cover while exploring your own. You can do whenever you're far enough along with enemies, though this might be impossible in a very hostile location. The party must all be together. Period of downtime for 1 hour in which characters do nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, and tending to wounds. After a short rest, characters can spend hit dice to recover hit points. Heroes have 1 hit dice per level. Once they are spent, they need a long rest to get them back. You can spend all or part of your hit dice after a short rest. Other abilities may be recovered by taking a short rest according to the character's level. Understood. Okay. We've got some stuff up there, which we're going to have to go up to find. There was a dead body down here, wasn't there? Yeah, right there. Let's have a look. What's in that? Let's just pick up the coins. I don't think we need the ration. Wow, why am I carrying so many rations again? Wow, okay. Who's got the least encumbrance at the moment? You're at nearly... You're okay. You're okay. Let's drop those to you there. That's good. And we're good. Okay. We'll leave the scimitar there. No, we want the whole party. Everybody, let's move forward. I will do a short rest in a moment. Actually, no, I probably won't. You are a little bit injured, aren't you? Just pick up that. I'm not going to pick up any more rations. We don't need them. Short bow, we don't need it. Scimitar, we don't need it. What's that one look like? Just the coin. Leave the rest. Yeah, quite frankly, if we don't take a short rest now, we're not going to be able to. So let's take that short rest. Okay. That'll do. And you don't need to use Arcane. Well, you could use Arcane Recovery. You did use... no. What do we got? Lots and lots of... Let's come over this way. Let's take the coin. And how about you? Can you not pick up that coin there somehow? Inventory, will it show it on the ground? It does. Wonderful. There we go. Let's all head back. Let's all head up here. At least we didn't take... Oh, no, we didn't take any fall damage from that. That's good. Quick save is so quick on this. It's wonderful. That was one of my big bugbears with Baldur's Gate 3 was how long it took to do a quick save. Oh, there's a chest over there. Let's go and have a look. See if there's anything in it we want. Coin. Morning Star? Not really. I'll take the Angry Violet for now. We'll leave the rest for the scavengers to pick up. Back over here. Okay, so what is this going to be like? Is this going to be an absolute...
I have a bad feeling about this.
Where's the garrison? Dead or run away?
Look! That tower! That's insane!
Courtesy of the Cataclysm. The marches are full of stuff like this. The Badlands are worse.
I never saw a tower just stuck in a mountain like that.
Anyway, we have a mission. Let's check the fortifications.
Check the fortifications. Does that mean climbing up here? I don't know. Is there going to be an advantage to moving that block somewhere? No path to destination. What are you talking about? There is a path to destination. He got up there. Oh, look at that. There's a chest. Well then, he can open the chest, surely. Toby, can you move that closer to the wall, maybe? There we go. Now get up there.
Okay, you're tough.
So once I've failed, I can't try again. Looks like no. What about you? Can you? You both failed. Yeah, it looks like you've got to pass the test, and you only get one attempt at it. So you definitely have to save before you do anything with chests, by the looks of it. No one else is going to have any chance of doing it. So I think we will just come on down for now. I'm not too worried about it. As I said, I'm not actually going to go too far in this playthrough. I'm going to restart with an entire party of rangers and just be really silly about it and see how we go. I should probably leave that to my later playthrough after I've gotten through with a normal party, really, if I was to be sensible about it. Oh look, there's a chest right there. Can we get up to that? Which way are we going? Up onto the walls. Oh, and then all the way across. And jump, 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 jump. Oh man, I'm doing some terrible rolls. Yay, we got it open. And what's that? A warhammer. You can't afford to carry it. It's too heavy. Right. Yeah, technically we can get up on here. Don't know what good it's going to do us. It's not letting me. You should be able to get up here. I really wanted everybody. Where's he going? You know what? I think I'm gonna call it. I'm really starting to feel it. As I said, I didn't get much sleep last night because I was on call. So I think I'll call the stream here. Tomorrow, when we start back up on this, hopefully tomorrow night, I will be a bit fresher. As I said, I'm going to build an entire party worth of rangers, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one archery ranger, one two-handed weapon ranger, one dual weapon ranger, and whatever the other style is, menacing ranger or something like that. Let's see how we go. So, thank you everybody for joining me for this, our first look at SOLASTA, Crown of the Magister. I am really liking this so far. I'm not going to say it's better than Baldur's Gate, but it is. But it is definitely a little bit different. I think it's a little bit better implementation of the D&D 5 rules. None of this annoying stuff about having to light torches off existing fires and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's enjoyable. There's supposed to be, I don't know, maybe 20 hours of content, 10 or 20 hours or something of content in the early access for this. So plenty to play with. I'm looking forward to doing my full Ranger playthrough, and then I'm going to start doing some build videos for different types of characters. So we'll see how that goes. But yep, thanks for everybody who's joined me today for this, and I will see you for the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye.